50, it's a 59?
Yep.
And you own this, you bought this car what year?
95.
95. How long has it been in here?
12 years.
12 years.
And it's been at one of my other houses. It was there from 95 to when we moved here 12 years ago.
Today's an exciting day because this 59 Ragtop is getting rescued, saved, and restored. See, a lot of guys would just cut the roof off this car, sell that for $1,000, and part this thing out, right? Well, not Larry. Larry's going to restore this car, and I can't wait to follow the progress of this car. Watch out for that. All right, guys, well, here's what Larry's working with. Front firewall, obviously pans. Got some, you gonna use those channels on this?
I think I might.
Yeah, I guess one looks like it's half tacked in. You got all the mouse activity out of the back luggage tray. That looks pretty solid, minus the lower, those lower little elbows, and those corners right in there. Yeah, the wheelhouse, lower wheelhouse. So you got the inner NOS panel.
Yep.
See, some work was already done up here. Well, we are looking forward to seeing some progress. So we're gonna get to come over and film a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice. There'll be some work done on this channel. I can't wait.
All right,
thank
man.
you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy
the rest of your Sunday.
All right.
Good luck with it. I'll be talking to you.
No problem.
Nice to meet you.
Same here, Jen.
It's like snowing. There it goes. Off to a great home. Full restoration. Man, I can't wait to see that, huh? So guys, here it is. The day has finally come. Larry called me. He's starting the 59 restoration. So we're gonna get this thing down to his shop and get started. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this. I can't wait.
The roller. All that we're acquiring.
Go for it, Ron. Go! Where's the hood? All right, straight. Look at this.
So that's right. First thing in any restoration is to have a plan. Number one. So let's see what we got in here. The snow face.
I forgot if it had an engine or not. I couldn't remember.
But we do have one.
We did get keys. We need a 4-tab hood.
We need one, yes.
I'm gonna have to go visit my friend in New Hampshire and arm wrestle him for that black one.
One thing I always do in a restoration is never throw anything away until the car is finished. This way you may need to go back to something for a reference. The plan is to get this door on. They have the heater channel in, but it's not welded, it's just sitting there. So we always want to put the door on to check our gaps to make sure they've maintained. It's been sitting a lot of years without the channel in it, and I just want to make sure the car didn't open up a little bit at the bottom. So I always leave my doors on during all the metalwork process, even to constantly check the gaps, make sure everything is fitting well. That includes the fenders. I'll do all my metal work on the fenders now, even. I'll put them back on the car, make sure all the bolt holes line up. I'll mount the running boards on, I'll put the deck lid, hood, And then completely take it apart to do the body work and start prepping for paint. The other side, they welded the heater channel in already, and it looks like they did a good job doing it. It seems to line up with the pan. And we have a good door gap. So what I want to do is bolt this door on. It's just hanging there now, and again, to check the fit. What they did do up here is they disassembled the quarter panel in preparation to put a new one on. Back when they were restoring this, brand new panels were still easy to get. So I gotta get some screws. Let me get that.
You got some?
I believe so.
Oh, they're in the door pocket.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Well, how convenient.
it is. Look at that, huh?
What else is in here?
So Larry said he was born in '66, so pretty cool. Got the '66 on the car.
Yep.
So you can see in there all the factory paint. So yeah, the whole inner fender was not connected. That's right, I gave you that cherry tank.
Oh, it didn't come with one?
No, came with that ugly blue one with the petcock repair. But I knew you were gonna restore this car,
That's right.
so I sent you with an extra. It was given to me, so I passed it on.
Okay, you want to lift up on that a little bit?
Tell me when.
Keep going. Okay, or when. Oh, guess what? There's nothing in here to thread into. Okay.
Did a good job putting this one on.
I know it. Pre-assembled it a little bit to give me a vision. Got it home. That. Ah, we got some ugly.
Grab that.
Right. And they, looks like they went in here with an air chisel. And so I'll have to repair this.
Surprised I did the air chisel there with all the work with the spot welds.
They were gonna toss that panel.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, I'll have to look at it. Maybe it's worth putting the other one on. And the other thing they do, VW, what they did is body shops will do this. There's a fold here, a seam. And VW wants you to unfold it when you remove one of these panels. And a lot of body shops today will just grind the overlapping metal down, and then it'll free up the panel. So that's gonna be a little bit of an issue to try to fix that.
Yeah. Yeah, you never showed everybody your thermos collection anyway.
Oh.
So there's the inner fender, the NOS inner fender well. All right, we're going upstairs. Larry says he's got a 36er up here that he thinks. Oh yeah, you guys haven't been up here. Check this out. His thermos collection, among other things. The old Tonkas. You know, I've never even been in that room myself, Lair.
What room?
That room you're in now.
Oh, the jumper room?
We'll have to, real quick, the thermos,
What's that?
because this is super cool.
Oh yeah, this is my grandfather. And that's my grandfather right there.
So he drove for them.
Yep, and I restored a truck. I don't have it now. I sold it to a museum in Virginia.
Is that's downstairs, the picture, right?
Yeah,
All right, we'll
yep.
show that.
But I do have this truck that I found that he drove.
That's crazy.
It's a
We're gonna have
Ford-
to,
yeah, it's a
that
Ford-
story was nuts. We'll
Yeah,
have
I
to
know it. Yep. It's a 49 white.
actually, because you found the body number or whatever.
Yeah,
what
the
was
truck
it?
number was truck number 22. It's painted on the corner of the cab, and I wouldn't have known that. But he, on the back of this picture, picture was taken in 1951.
It's crazy.
He wrote on the back of the picture the year of the truck number.
That's awesome. And you went and looked at it, and you guys...
Yeah, it was out in a farmer's field. They converted it to a dump truck, and I rubbed on the corner of the cab, and the number 22 came through. So I knew it was his truck. That was assigned to him when it was brand new.
I love that story. That's crazy. All right, show me the engine.
All right.
Fingers crossed. It's toasty up here.
It is. I think it's this one. What month did we say?
March.
This says February. You sure it's not February?
It's not.
59?
What's that? 237? 287. 287?
237.
237? Yeah. It's 287.
What? Oh, it is an 8. I'm old. I can't see.
All right, let's see what we got here. 287.
What?
It's a March engine. It's the
And the car's March?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Must have wrote the wrong month.
That's crazy. So you got the correct engine for
Correct
that car.
month.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So I got okay. So
287 because it ends 288 in March, and February is 282. Wow. Wow.
is that neat? And
That
I
is
gathered
crazy.
parts for it too, the heads and
Wow.
because it was just a short block. So I
Wow.
knew, you know, how long have I had that now? About a year.
Yeah. Wow.
I've been gathering stuff for it, so.
I can't wait to see the birth certificate. Watch it be that engine. How crazy would that be?
Yeah, they don't tell you, but I could.
You know, you could write the engine number
I could
down.
send a number in anyways, and they would just be yay or nay.
What else you hiding on me?
Not much. Just junk.
What else you got? It's mine. Yeah. Where's those seats you were talking about?
Oh, around the other side.
You got 64 seats up there, I see.
Yeah, that would have went. What? I thought one of yours had a. I told you I had a.
Probably. I had numerous.
That had the stripe.
I'm going in circles
These
here.
right here. Are those green?
Oh, buddy. Yep.
What do you think?
Just
I don't know if I have the bottoms. Is that because that
that's
looks
blue. I'll run the red bottom and the green top.
Those might work.
Those are them.
If you think the 59 was rusty, that's what that Federal looked like.
Wow. And the thermos truck. That thing's so cool. Now, where is this now? The thermos truck?
They're both in a museum in Virginia.
Both of them.
Yeah,
Nice.
he bought both of them.
That's awesome.
I had to sell them to help fund this garage. And this is not in my house. This is down at the museum. I bought it. So cool. And they had about 6 of those.
They had 6 of these in production?
6 of them cars, yeah, all built on different chassis. They went around the country,
It's awesome.
conventions, sporting events, auto races, the Vanderbilt Cup, things like that.
I'm seeing this for the first time. Guys, we're back in Larry's garage for the update on the 59 restoration. Let's get into this thing. Stoked. Firewalls in.
Yep. Well, as you know, I got this car from Jason, and somebody started restoring it, sometime in the 80s, maybe, or the 90s. I'm not sure when, but one of the mistakes they made was they cut out all the rust in the car without bracing anything. And they compromised the body a little bit. The doors were sagging, nothing was fitting. So the biggest challenge I had was to get everything blocked up, lined up, getting the doors to close. Again, leave the doors on the car, fit everything to the doors. That usually tells the whole story. From there, we proceeded to put the heater channels in, firewall, rear cross member, which is your main frame, your inner support for the car. And now today, hopefully, we're gonna get this body off so I can get in there better and clean up some welds, weld some areas that I couldn't reach, fix up some more smaller rust spots. So I started with the firewall. As you can see, it's a reproduction firewall. It is not the greatest of quality. So I ended up removing the inside piece of the firewall. And if you know there where the dimmer switch goes, I had to cut the indentation out of the original firewall and weld it into the reproduction one because the stamping, there was a lack of really any kind of a stamping there for the dimmer switch. So we did that, and then because they had cut out the rust in the lower part of the firewall, both on the inside of it and the outside of it, by them removing the left quarter panel and the rear lower wheelhouse, we had a bad door sag issue without any bracing. We had to do a lot of planning, figuring. I used a lot of plumb bobs, tape measures, and levels to get everything to line up.
Looks great.
Yeah. We're gonna get this body off today, hopefully.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you maybe remove the deck lid for me,
Okay.
remove the shifter,
Okay.
and we'll start doing some of the body bolts.
So this car has really come a long way already. I'm really stoked to see the progress on this car. Of course, one's a 14. Go figure. Don't you love that?
Okay, so the problem we have with this rear body bolt is VW used these metal washers underneath the bolt head, and unfortunately it's rusted solid to the bolt and it won't allow me to do a full revolution on the bolt. So we have to try to get in here and try to cut some of this washer away from there so I can get it to turn and remove the bolt. Now what I do, a lot of times I use these off wheels, and a lot of times what I do is I save my used ones. When they get ground down small and they still have a little bit of life in them, smaller ones will sometimes get in these tighter areas better than this large one. So as a little trick, I always keep a little small box full of my old cutoff wheels for situations just like this. I didn't tap it down there yet until I get that apron. That's the original apron. I did save it. It had some rust holes in it that I welded up.
A lot of welding on this thing. Rookie. 14. Is that... Oh. Leaving tools all over the place. That's
MIA. So it's out in the field somewhere.
Oh, it's in my pocket. Another thing, make sure.
So you gotta get one of those laps now.
Make sure you check my pockets before I leave your shop.
I got another detector when you walk out the door. So. Want a creeper? Leave it.
What's that?
You want a creeper?
Nah, I'm fine.
Can you feel the heated floors?
No.
You can't?
You have radiant heated floors?
Yeah.
Oh, spoiled. I just feel the warmth in the garage. I'm not used to heat, so.
Oh.
dream garage here. Dream garage. All right, after I failed the first time of getting all the bolts out, let's see.
The
It's
test
loose
measures.
now.
Oh yes.
All
All right, it's not stuck. Let's try
Try
that
the
back.
back.
Oh yeah. Okay. Did that side look
No, I think I'm missing.
Is there a bolt under there still?
It feels like it, yeah.
Did I miss another one? Can't. Did you really? The tools are in your pocket, by the way.
That's good. It's good the tools are in my pocket because I need them. All right, let's try that again. Take two.
You ready?
Here we go.
All right. So now, what you can do next is let's put the skates underneath it. Are you ready for body removal?
I am ready for body removal.
Have you ever done this before?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How did it go?
Oh, it was fine.
Okay. I'd like to see that someday.
Guys, why are you watching? You should not be watching this. This is not good. Not what you want to do. But if you're impatient and you can't wait for your neighbor to get home, this is what you do.
And I've never seen this clip, so this has got to be good.
No, it's bad.
He flipped one over.
No, I didn't flip it over.
You didn't? He took it off. He tried taking it off by himself.
It almost, it got a little, I had it on a cooler, balancing on a cooler on like a, I don't even remember. I think it was on a cooler. It was pretty sketchy.
Okay.
The front nose or on the beam.
Firewall.
Yeah.
You know.
That's good.
Did it clear the shock towers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's might be the height of the
Sawhorse?
no of the hand things. We may not have to go too much harder.
You're gonna put the sawhorse.
Yeah, but we can lower them if we had to, unless you wanted to.
You don't have a cooler you can use?
Or an ATV.
My big red, I've used it for so many things.
You know, I think your horse is lower than she is.
All right, we're good?
Good.
Okay. All right, folks, you ready? All right, yeah. It's heavier than I thought.
Too heavy?
No, just keep going.
Get closer to your body.
This
Come
is
on
it.
this side.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you had all the weight.
Come forward with that.
Oh, it's this one here.
Where's it gotta go?
This one's gotta go like here.
See,
Go check the
see the hump here, Austin?
We're good up front. Go check the back. We're good there.
The back's
This is
good
gonna
here.
come down and hit them pins.
Okay.
So these are gonna go here.
Okay.
So
It doesn't have to be exact.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
And
come
keep
down
that
in the front.
back.
Just watch the back doesn't come undone on us. Forward a little bit. Jay, forward a little bit.
Forward.
There it is. Perfect.
Nice.
It should be good.
Good. So now I think we could probably just lift up the back, Jay. And you can pull a Austin down, we can set it down.
Okay.
I don't know. You want to slide the board under? Or? Okay, you ready?
Yep. Yep.
There it is.
Wow. Nice. They line up. That's good.
All right, yeah, so I have to make new ones. Looks like this
Yeah,
is...
they're a little off.
Yep, they are a little off, and that's why every pan is not the same. Yeah, you see how far off it is this way. Okay, so now that we got the body off of the pan, and we installed the heater channels in the body on this pan, the most important thing we need to do now is to make a template and locate the holes on this pan, so when we install the new pans, we have a guaranteed fit. And when I did my 65, I was able to put the bolts in with my fingers, if you follow this procedure and make a template. So the template I use, it's simply just locating the holes. It's just some strap metal and some locating pins. So these two front pins are going to locate the holes in the Napoleon's hat, as you can see. And then these two, as you can see, line up with the first two mounting bolts on the floor pan. And I'll do the same in the rear. So I'll actually bolt this piece on the rear cross member at these mounts. They'll line up, I'll bolt it down, and then these pins will fall into these hole locations. So now that I have the pan centered, forward and back, and in and out, this guarantees me a perfect pan fitment. So this is the right side one that's installed. As you can see, I got my locating pins here through the Napoleon's hat, and then my locating dowels through the first two mounting holes, and then the same in the rear. And then I'll pull these off, I'll cut the pan out, and when I install the new pans, when I'm doing my test fitting, I will use this to test fit, to trim either the front of the pan, the back of the pan, to get it to match these templates. And it guarantees me a fit every time. And it doesn't matter who you get the pans from. You can buy the cheap pans, the real expensive pans. A lot of people will blame the pan that they're not made right or this and that, but it's really the installer that makes it happen. Those are my experiences anyways. I've never had a fitment issue at all, no matter whose parts I use.
Almost done with tear down. Larry's taking the Ragtop clip out. Just got a few bits. Get the wiring harness out. Glove box door, speaker. It's pretty much, that's about it, huh? All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Get this Ragtop clip out. And some huge progress made by Larry on this 59. I'm stoked to see this thing coming together. So I appreciate Larry for having me out to give him a hand with the little tidbits and getting to see the progress on this car. More updates from Larry and this 59 soon. I can't wait. So you guys have a good week, and we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.